What's up, guys? MLB Prize Picks for Tuesday, September 12th. I'm Sniper from DFS Army. Get back to a little MLB content. And NFL was fun, but it's a Tuesday. Thursday night game is too far away. Too far away for a week 2 preview right now. So MLB is on the board. Let's go ahead to the Proptimizer and let's take a look at some plays for the day. So Proptimizer going to just roll through some things that I was looking at this afternoon, early this morning. So we got Patrick Sandoval, this 5 hits, under 5 hits, projected at about 5.18. You see in our projections, so we'll pass on this. Cal Quantrill was interesting. 4 on the prize pick line. You see the injury note we have right here. He's been back for a couple starts now. He did come back in early September. He's pitching pretty well. He's pitching decent. Prize pick line is at 4. The math odds wise says the under 3.5 with the plus 106 juice, plus 105 on DraftKings, and plus 102 on FanDuel is worth it. We're projecting him under a 3.62. Those two things actually lined up. Odds wise, this is a decent play. The problem is for me, he is against San Francisco. And the Giants, as you can see here, they strike out the 4th most times in the league. And for me, Cal Quantrill's numbers were not low enough. The injury concern wasn't big enough because he's been back for 2 starts already to make me want to pull the trigger. So I'm still looking for the first play. I couldn't find it at Michael Wacha. Over 4 strikeouts, because our projection is slightly under those 4 strikeouts. I finally got to our first play of the day here at Max Scherzer, more than 6 strikeouts. What's really interesting about this, go over. Look who our taco is. It is Taco Tuesday on Prize Picks, where they discount plays. If you're not on Prize Picks, they got linked down there for deposit matches and free months of the player props package at DFS Army. But I was already liking Max Scherzer and the more than 6 strikeouts, so more than 4.5 is great. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, you get this probably in plenty of time. If you didn't, or got to this video late in the day, you can use whatever taco is currently out there, and I don't mind Max Scherzer more than 6 strikeouts on the OG line. Let's go back to the Proptimizer. We'll dig in a little bit more here. Over 6.5, plus 100 on DraftKings. 6.5 is a straight pick 'em on FanDuel, minus 113 a piece. So definitely some value on the over 6 line on Prize Picks. And we're projecting him at 6.2 strikeouts. I'll fire up the good old last 5 here, 3 and 2 in the last 5. You can see a couple of big performances here in terms of 11 strikeouts against the Angels, 10 against Minnesota. Minnesota, I believe, strikes out the most in the league. So glad he popped off against Minnesota, including back-to-back starts, which typically back-to-back starts, you see that strikeout number come down a little bit. But Scherzer pitching well. I'll go ahead into his full game log, full stats here on MLB.com. You can see over the last 7 games, he's averaging over 7 strikeouts per game, 51 and 7. Last 8 starts, same thing, over 7. Last 19 starts, which I think is all starts in the year. Pull that up in a second. That this worked out to over 6 strikeouts as well. Pitching here, he's got his matchup is against Toronto. Not a great strikeout matchup, though. Toronto, 24th in the league in terms of strikeouts. So bottom third of the league, not way bottom. The taco part helps us a little bit, but I will say Max Scherzer, in this area, you got the Braves, you got the Diamondbacks, who strike out even less. You can go into the game log. Okay, how does he fare against teams that don't strike out a ton? Against Atlanta, 10 strikeouts. It's when he was pitching for the Mets. Arizona, another team we just mentioned, the bottom of that list, 9 strikeouts. I think it's more about the stuff that Scherzer has. He's pitching well. He only went, he did get lit up his last start. So against Houston, he only made it 60 pitches, so he should be fresh. Gave up 7 runs, did get 4 strikeouts. I don't think he's going to have as much trouble with the Toronto lineup as he did against Houston. I think he's in line for a good bounce back start here. The line is a little bit deflated, in my opinion. So all those things, Max Scherzer more than 4.5 strikeouts on the taco is a good play, or I don't mind the OG line more than 6 strikeouts as well. Go back to the prop optimizer. Got to find play number 2. Lance Lynn could not quite get here. We're projecting him more than 5 hits allowed. No good there. Justin Verlander. I ran into a similar situation here looking at Verlander. He's taken on Oakland. Oakland, I believe, is also towards the bottom of the league. Go ahead and run my. Oakland strikes out the 7th most times in the league. I'll go ahead and I'll pull up here Justin Verlander. I can't remember the exact reason why I passed, but go ahead and we'll go through the process here. Remember, more picks and plays available at DFS Army. Oh, why it's not letting me click on it. And Justin Verlander, dig into the stats a little bit more. That's right. He had the form had been a little bit down. So go ahead over to Prize Picks. Verlander in the 6.5 line had been under 3 of the last 5 games. Not that I put everything into that, but if you go further back, last 8 starts, he's averaging just over 5 strikeouts a game. And, the number was 6.5. Like it's not 5.5 or even the 6 on the push prop, which does make a big difference. Go ahead and we'll go to the straight up game log. Just he hasn't struck out. Just kind of inconsistent, especially down as of late. For me, I chose to pass here in terms of so math wise, the play is fine. Our projections are there. The reason I passed is I didn't want to do a 3 pick, and I personally liked Joe Ryan this play a little bit more. So we have more than 6.5. It's priced at minus 135 on the consensus line, minus 130 at DK, minus 152. So math wise at FanDuel, it's a great play. Don't play this over at FanDuel. Go play it on Prize Picks instead at minus 152. And we are projecting him at 6.7 strikeouts. So we'll find Joe Ryan. So I think that was the bigger reason I chose to go down just a little bit further, the prop optimizer. Ryan's been over 3 of the last 5 games. If you are big into the last 5, go ahead and pull up the Joe Ryan stats, which you may have saw I had ready. Last 7 games, he's averaging over 6 strikeouts a game. So a little bit under there. Last 15 starts, he's got 99 strikeouts in those games. And I wanted to pull up his matchup again. Is against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, 10th most strikeouts in the league. And it just felt like the projections and the lines, I just wasn't. Tampa Bay is going to strike out more, I believe, against the type of stuff that Joe Ryan has than this Verlander Oakland matchup. The plays are really close in terms of the math, by the way. I know it's green versus orange, but it's a 0.39% difference in terms of edge. The line looks like 3 cents, and you go open this. It's pretty consistent here in terms of this minus 135, minus 140 range, whereas Joe Ryan does get skewed by this kind of bigger minus 152 number at FanDuel. This was kind of a toss-up, and like I said, I just leaned towards Joe Ryan and the matchup here against Tampa Bay. But Verlander, perfectly fine option. You want to match him up with some other tacos. I'll probably drop him as a Proptimizer play in the DFS Army Discord later today. But for this video, in terms of what I dove a little bit deeper in the research, I'm going to choose to go with Joe Ryan. So I got Max Scherzer, more than 4.5 strikeouts on the taco. I'm good with the OG line, more than 6 strikeouts if you watch this video later in the day. And Joe Ryan, more than 6.5 strikeouts. We'll make our play. We'll lock that in. As you can see, we got Proptimizer fired up for NFL, college football, basketball's coming, college basketball's coming. Let you compare them prize pick odds, our projections updated in real time, guys. Link is in the description to become a DFS Army Props member. Use that code Sniper20, get you 20% off. It's under $30 a month. We got the picks and plays for all sports. Tennis, soccer is about to get going here in a little while. Make sure you come and join us. A really fun Discord community as well. That's what I got for you guys today. It's your daily reminder that whether or not you are a DFS Army member, you probably should be. But either way, good luck in those contests, and I will see you next time.